Hi, I'm Miss Parker, and today I'd like to go through with you from the Guitar Basics book. We're going to go through the song Mild Thing on page 13. So turn to page 13. Now make sure that you're sat on a comfy chair, sat nice and upright with your guitar in between your legs, and have a look. Is its head level with your head like that? Perfect. Okay, this is our playing position. So if we're looking at our song Mild Thing, at the top we've got a fact file, and we've got walk note, which is worth 1 beat. We've got 2 running notes together, which are worth half a beat each. So 2 halves, another 1 beat. Now this is where we get to something new. Can you see that you've got a running note with a little curly tail? Okay, so this new run note, this is just worth half a beat on its own. So it's the same as our running notes, but it's just half a beat on its own, a run note instead of running. The next thing we have is our 1 beat rest, which we've done before, so that's 1 shush. And then we have another new thing in our fact file. Can you see it kind of looks like a little number 7 right at the end here? That is half a beat's rest. So not even time to say shh, not even time for a shush. Sometimes you could do a little sniff or a intake of breath. So looking at Mild Thing, how many beats are in a bar? At the beginning we've got our treble clef, and then it says 4 4. So what does that mean? 4 beats in a bar. Excellent. So we've got 2 walking notes. Walk, walk. Oh, then a little number 7. What did that mean again? Half a beat. So, and then we've got run, walk. Now that's quite a tricky rhythm. So if we get into rest positions and just put your guitars flat down like that, we could perhaps tap that rhythm first. So just listen first. Walk, walk, run, walk. Did you hear the little in between? Not even time to say shush, just half a beat. Let me show you again. Walk, walk, run, walk. Now you try. I'll count to 4 and we'll do it together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Walk, walk, run, walk. Did you get it? Should we try it once more? 1, 2, 3, 4. Walk, walk, run, walk. You've got it. Excellent. So what note is that in the first bar? Now, if we're stuck, perhaps we could just flick back to page 11. Because on page 11, we have our note reminder. So have a little look at the note reminder and then go back to page 13 and see if you can work out what that first note is. So it's in the top space, facing a space. So the way we can work it out without looking at our note guide is if we start in the bottom space of the stave lines and we spell the word face. F-A-C-E. So that note is our E, isn't it? Our high E that we learned very first at the beginning of this book. So, do you think we can play it? Playing positions, guitar in between your legs, its head level with my head. Perfect. Let me show you first and then you can have a go. So, walk, walk, run, walk. And we must make sure that we're actually walking our fingers because we're saying it, aren't we? But let's make sure that each finger plays after the other. Should we try that together? I'll count to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Walk, walk, run, walk. Fantastic. Once more for luck. 1, 2, 3, 4. Walk, walk, run, walk. You've got it. So in the second bar, can we see it's exactly the same rhythm? I wonder if we can work out what note it is this time. Now, it's not in a space, so we can't use face in a space. So we're going to use something else to work this one out. Now remember, You can turn to page 11 and look at the note reminder, or this time we can count the stave lines with different words to remember. So if we start at the bottom of the stave lines and we count up this pattern this time, every good boy deserves football. Let's try that again. Let's see if it was in there. Every good boy. So what is it? It's a B. That's the second note we learnt on our guitars. So can we try the second bar now with the note B? So let's move our fingers. If we can remember, B is our second string, isn't it? So let's move our fingers to our second string. After 4, same rhythm, walk, walk, run, walk, but this time on the B string. 1, 2, 3, 4. Walk, walk, run, walk. Amazing. Once more. So remember, we're on the B string and our fingers are still walking. 1, 2, 3, 4. Walk, walk, run, walk. Amazing. Well done. Right. Do you think we could do the first and second bars together without stopping? I bet we can. So together, let's go back to our E string. After 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Walk, walk, run, walk, 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 run, walk. Was that a bit tricky? Should we try it once more? If you've got it, excellent. If not, let's just try it once more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Walk, walk, run, walk, 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 run, walk. Amazing. Now, let's look at bar 3. So in bar 3, we've still got that same rhythm, but this time, what note have we gone to? So it's in a space. We could do face in a space, or we could check page 11. Have a look. Yes, it's an E. Well done. Excellent. So we go back to E. 1, 2, 3, 4. Walk, walk, run, walk. That's the first line done. Shall we try the first line together then? See if we can do it without stopping. This one's got a really good backing track to it as well. So once we've had a little practice of it, we'll be able to do it with the backing track. 1, 2, 3, 4. Walk, walk, run, walk, 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 run, walk, 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 run, walk. You've done it. So we are now on the second line. It's just one note on its own and then those little squiggly things. Now we've learnt them before, but in the facts file at the top it does remind us what they are. Let's have a little look. 1 beat rest. So that's a full sh. And there's 3 of them. So we play, what note is it? It's in a line, on a line. Every good boy. Yes, it's a B. So we play 1 B followed by 3 shushes. Let's do that after 4. Just 1 B. So back on that second string. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sh, sh, sh. Easy peasy. Now, 2 dots. We've got 2 little dots now. Let me just show you to remind you. 2 little dots there. What on earth do they mean? Can we remember? They're repeat dots. Yes, repeat dots. And repeat just means do it again, doesn't it? Now, we've got to go all the way back to the start now. Do you think that we could go from the beginning all the way up to the repeat dots? I think we can. Right. Good playing position. Whew. Are we ready? After 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Walk, walk, run, walk, 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 run, walk, 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 run, walk, walk. Shh, shh, shh. Did we get it? I bet we did. Shall we try it once more? Back to the E string. 1, 2, 3, 4. Walk, walk, run, walk, 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 run, walk, 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 run, walk, walk. Shh, shh, shh. Amazing. Now, to make sure that that rhythm stays in our heads, let's just go back into rest position. So let's see this time. We've had a go at playing it and hopefully we've got it. But if not, let's have a go at tapping the rhythm again, just to make sure that we understand the rhythm. After 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Walk, walk, run, walk, 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 run, walk, 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 run, walk, walk, shh, shh, shh. Excellent. Back into playing positions. Okay, let's do that once more from the beginning and then we're going to try the second half of the song. 1, 2, 3, 4. Walk, walk, run, walk, 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 run, walk, 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 run, walk, walk, shh, shh. Repeat. Walk, walk, run, walk, 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 run, walk, 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 run, walk, walk, shh, shh, shh. Fantastic. Now, the next bit, we haven't got any funny rhythms anymore with half shushes or running notes, because in the second bar on the second line, so this is where we are now, the second bar on the second line, can you see it's just normal walking notes? And what note do we have this time? So it's got a line going through it, so we can do our every good boy deserves football, and it's on the second line up from the bottom, so that makes it every good G, the third note that we learnt on our guitar. So we had our E, we've done E today, we've done B today. G is our third string. Can we find that? Your third string. Fantastic. So we have got, how many walking Gs have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's nice and easy. Let's do 4 walking Gs then. 1, 2, 3, 4. G, 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 G. That's super easy. Now in the second bar, can we see that this time the note is in a space? So can we remember what word we use for our space notes? That's right, face in a space. So F, A, C, E. So this note in this bar is all the same note, 4 of the same, and it was an A. Fantastic. So, can we remember what A is? Because so far today we've only used this hand, haven't we? We've just used this hand. So A, if we remember, we need to use our other hand, don't we? Our fretting hand on the necks of our guitars. So if we can remember A, hopefully we can, we need to put our thumb on the back of your neck of your guitar, like so. That's it, super glued to the back of the neck. That's not going to move, that's stuck. I'm stuck on. Not finger number 1, but finger number 2. So we get our middle finger and we put it across to string number 3, which is our G string, because we've just been doing Gs. 1, 2, 3. And we make sure that it is on the 2nd fret of our 3rd string. Now remember, our frets are these spaces here in between the little gold strips. So we're not on the 1st fret, we're on the 2nd fret with finger number 2 on the 3rd string. Now, in our hand, in the palm of our hand, remember, imagine you've got a little hamster in there, okay? So he's going to sit really lovely in the palm of your hand. If you do that, hamster on the floor. If you do that, squished hamster. We don't want to do that. So we're going to keep our hamster in the palm of our hand, really lovely there, and he's going to sit there all nice and comfy while we play the note A. So our finger's on, it's in the right place, we're pointing and arching our finger so it only touches the G string. Now let's see if we can make a good A sound. Sounds good to me. Now if it sounds a bit muffled like this, maybe, can you see that I'm not quite in between the frets there? So I just move my finger there. That sounds better. Maybe it might be muffled, but you're in the right place. What's happening there is you just need to push down a tiny bit harder, like you're trying to push your thumb through to your finger, just a little bit harder, and then the sound should come lovely. So we're going to do 4 of those A's now together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Now, that brings us back to the music, back to my old thing. And we are on bar 1, 2, 3, 4 now of the second line. Can we see what note that is? Can we see that it's the same as how we started this little section? So we go back to a G. Let's do it. So we take our A off, our A's come off now, and we can just play the G string. 1, 2, 3, 4 G's. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whew. Now we're on the last bar of that second line. And we've got running notes. So can we see the rhythm? Running, running, walk. Shh. Should we tap that one first? Because that might be a little bit tricky. So rest position. Running, running, walk. Shh. We're going to tap it after 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Running, running, walk. Shh. Whew. Playing positions. Thumb at the back. Middle finger on that 3rd string, 2nd fret. Let's see if we can do running, running, walk with the note A. 1, 2, 3, 4. Running, running, walk. Shh. Are our fingers still walking and running one after the other? I think they are, aren't they? Excellent. Now, we are going to play just the second line, but we're going to go from the 2nd bar, okay? So we're going to go from here and we're going to play G, 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 A, 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 G, 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 A, 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 A. Shh. Should we try that? 1, 2, 3, 4. G, 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 A, 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 G, 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 A, 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 A. Shh. Fantastic. Now the last line, if we look, is really pretty much the same as which line? The first line. But can you see what note we end up with this time? Yes, it's an E. So this time we're going to go back to our tricky rhythm with our walk, walk, run, walk. But the last note of the song is going to be an E. So rest positions while we tap that rhythm to get it back in our heads. 1, 2, 3, 4. Walk, walk, run, walk, 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 run, walk, 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 run, walk, walk. Shh, shh, shh. Think we can do it? Let's do it. So that last line, so we're starting on our E. 1, 2, 3, 4. Walk, walk, run, walk, 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 run, walk, 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 run, walk, walk. Shh, shh, shh. Amazing. Really well done. Now, what you need to do is you need to practice that, okay, for at least 10-15 minutes. Sit down and practice it a few times in the next week. And then when you feel really confident, you need to put track 20 on of the CD and try and play it along with the music. Really good job. Well done, guys. Bye for now.